I'm the kind of guy who always likes to have a mission. You know, a mountain to climb or someone to rescue. You ever feel like that? You know, kind of heroic? Well, maybe we just watch too much TV. Or maybe that is how God made us. You see, one of the many reasons I just love to read the Bible is because it's like one big story of people in trouble and how God comes to the rescue. And one of the best stories in the Bible about God's deliverance can be found in the book of Esther. And that is what we're going to study today. Well, I have my Bible and my How to Be a Hero guidebook, so let's get started. My name's Larry Brown, and this is Explore the Bible on Location.
To understand the story of Esther, we have to go back in time thousands of years, sometime around 586 BC. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, attacked Jerusalem. He conquered the Hebrew city and took the Hebrew people back to Babylon as captives. Now that's rough.
Now remember, the Hebrews were God's chosen people. But it doesn't stop there. About 70 years later, the king of Persia attacked Nebuchadnezzar's people and took over Babylon. So now the Hebrew people were under command of the Persians. Get it? They've been double conquered.
Oh, okay. Step number 1, dress for the occasion. Now, what is the occasion, you may ask? Well, I am on a mission to deliver a conquered people. And in this case, that is a fair lass who was held captive in a castle guarded by a cruel, cruel knight. I'm not joking, look over there.
Save me! Save me, please! Please save me!
See? Told you.
So this is where the story found in the 3rd chapter of Esther begins. God's chosen people, the Hebrews, are living far from Jerusalem. But for the most part, they got to live in peace. You know, they weren't being hurt. That was until an evil guy named Haman arrived on the scene.
Boo! Boo! Say boo with me. Boo! 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 Haman! Boo!
Booing Haman is a Jewish tradition during Purim's celebration.
Haman was definitely the villain of this story. He was mean and arrogant and liked to get his way by hurting people. Unfortunately, he was also an advisor to the king.
Step number 2, advance on the enemy. Now, whenever there is a bad guy on the scene, God will always send a hero. And in the story of Esther, the first hero is a Hebrew man, a Jewish man named Mordecai.
Good old Mordecai was a real friend to the king. He even saved the king's life once. But for some reason, the king had never rewarded Mordecai for saving him.
That seems kind of rude, right? But hey, don't worry because Mordecai's reward is coming. Oh, hey, it looks like we got here just in time. Step number 3, challenge the bad guy. I can do that. Fear not, yonder maiden, for I have come to rescue you. All right, now for some strange reason, King Xerxes made the bad guy, Haman, a big shot in the kingdom. I know, right? That's right, I said it. Haman. Okay, stop.
And almost immediately, Haman took a disliking of Mordecai. You see, most people would bow down when big shot Haman came into the room, but not Mordecai. He never bowed. Probably because Mordecai knew a bad guy when he saw one. On the inside, he was probably saying, "Boo! Boo! Haman! Boo! Boo!" So Haman looked for a way to get back at Mordecai. And one day, he discovered that Mordecai was a Jewish man, one of God's chosen people. And that's when Haman planned to do something evil. Can you guess what he wanted to do? Think about it. Go on, think. That's right. He decided to go after Mordecai, but it doesn't stop there. He came up with a plan to get rid of all the Jewish people who lived in the land.
Man, that was really mega evil. I mean, what are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to stop Haman? The Jews needed a hero, a deliverer to rescue them. How to be a hero, step 4. Charge. Charge, yeah, I mean, that's easy. I mean, it's not easy, actually. It's very scary. And, you know, I was just thinking maybe we should just rest for a moment and finish up the hero story, you know? Because the princess up in that tower, she needs a deliverer. And you know what? You and I need a deliverer too, okay? And the Bible makes it really, really clear that there is an ultimate hero, and his name is Jesus. Now, he showed up just at the right time to deliver us from the sin that separates us from God. Now, what Jesus did for us when he died on the cross, man, that proves forever that God really loves us. And that's the good news that we find throughout the Bible. And that's the good news we will find here in the book of Esther. Now, I'm Lowry Brown, and this has been Explore the Bible on Location, and I'm gonna go find a place to hide.